What's up, everyone? Welcome. Takedown Live. Dana White Contender Series Week 8. Andy and Jim. It is good to be back. Good to be
Man,
back.
is it good to have you back, buddy?
I appreciate it. So, we'll pull up little stuff here, and we want to get our show best bet out because it starts early.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's our best bet. So we'll leave that up there. Torres Finney. Jim is talking me into Torres Finney. I feel
I
like I
feel
was being a.
strongly.
No, you're right. I was like, what I I'm not a Finney fan anymore. It's always a circus with this guy,
Mhm.
but at the same time, the guy he's facing is just truly awful. So
Yeah, I don't think he's a very good fighter, and it really, honestly, it has not very little to do with Torres Finney, and more to do with the guy he's fighting.
yeah, exactly. So I'm with you. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna start with the Savoy Smith. We'll start round two.
Hmm.
There's a couple fights we like that we think are gonna go the distance. So what we wanted to do is start with Savoy and Smith, as that's the first fight. And if something goes wrong, we still have the Finney money line to play with. So that's what we're
Hmm.
gonna bet. And yeah, yeah.
That's the
So
way it's gonna go.
so that's the best bets. We got some live bets, huh?
I think this whole card is live. I think
Okay.
I think it's very much live betting. I think at this point, I mean, we're in week 8. Don't we kind of know what we're gonna get with fighters that are? We know what to look for when a fighter's falling off a cliff in a
Yeah.
fight, or when they're walking
Yeah.
out to the ring, they're not ready for it. Like, we've had
The deer in the
some
headlights
really
look.
great reads live this
Yep.
season. Like,
Yep.
we had some bad ones too. Like, we got burned on that. It was the money line we got burned on where the guy gasped, but then it turns out the other guy had one more minute of cardio left in him
Yes.
and beat
Yeah.
him.
Yep. But
But other than that, live has been good. So, uh, we could talk. You want to talk about them each one, or you want to just wait till they come up here?
sure, we can go through each one. Well, I'm gonna leave the best bet up so when people get in here.
Okay.
Yeah. So Savoy
Mhm.
and Smith. What's your thoughts?
I think that Smith is going to have to resort to the wrestling if this guy doesn't go away in 2.5 minutes. So that was my thoughts to the over. Um, I like the over 1.5. That's my favorite bet, like non-parlayed in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's 135. I just think these guys are going to cancel out a little bit once both of them get tired. It's going to be tough. If Smith gets the wrestling going, Savoy is going to be hurting.
Yeah.
But if he can post some resistance in the wrestling, we might see this minus 950 Smith, just like the minus 800 guy last week, absolutely crumble. So
Savoy's good.
I think he
That's a
is. I
good
don't think he's
fighter.
bad, man.
No, he was. I mean, he was absolutely I love that battle that he was in the last fight. Like that was a war. He was battle tested. Um, he got a knockout in round 4. So this isn't a guy that's just going to roll over.
Hmm.
Smith's knocked out some absolute chumps. He's not going to be able to do that to Savoy. And I've seen Savoy stuff some takedowns. This is a ridiculous money line, in my
It's pretty
opinion.
wild.
I'm not saying that Savoy's going to, easily win, but so when I started handicapping these, I was over in Europe and they didn't have lines on them. So that was kind of interesting where I didn't know any of the lines. I could not believe it when I saw that Smith was this big. It's like, what the hell,
That was
man?
the first fight that you brought up to me. You're like, let's talk Contender. This Smith fight is bonkers. Like,
It's
and it is. The,
crazy.
the the first fight of the night, we have a minus 950 favorite.
Wild. It's just wild.
And these
So,
these first fights have been pretty competitive on
yeah.
all of these cards. So that's ballsy to me to even be thinking about putting that in something.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Um, let's see. What's the next fight that we have? Um, looks like it's gonna be the yeah, no, Finney. So
It's
yeah,
Finney, yeah.
yeah. You were talking about Dana White. Like,
You mean
come
the fuck
on.
up?
Yeah. Like, what is that? Him
If
not knowing
anybody
that.
out there has scolded somebody for something they did and then found out that it wasn't them, knows exactly how
Oh,
Dana
okay.
fought after this. Like, you ever blame your wife for something and you're like, oh, it was me. Shit.
That's funny.
Like, I was a dick. Like, it, I love it. Chastising him for not fighting when he's sitting at home waiting for a phone call from the UFC. That's the reason he's not fighting.
Uh, yeah. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that. Like, I just find it hard to believe that Dana didn't know that. That's just like such a hilarious, like massive screw up that it's just almost unbelievable. So, it's like, I don't know. It's like when Belichick was saying he didn't know about certain things, and it was like, dude, you are the ultimate control freak. You can't like
There's no way.
just casually pick and choose your spots when you didn't know something. So, it should be Finney. This other guy is pretty bad.
No ground game. None.
Yeah, that may be a problem. So, again, I don't know why they just don't sign Finney. I don't know
Now's the
why they
best
keep.
take.
Why don't they just?
I love it.
Why do they
Fighting
keep
3 times.
making
Just
him
sign him already.
fight? You can, just, yeah.
It
So
doesn't make sense as like from a business perspective. Like, why are we bringing this guy back 3 times? Well,
yeah,
obviously making money off his programming. Why are we just not signed him?
it's so funny. So, all right, next one, David Martinez and Xavier Franklin. I really like Martinez in this one. I think it's more of a. I'm not that impressed with Franklin. Like, what does he do great?
Hand speed. To me, that's the one attribute that he does when he wants to. He doesn't do it all the time. But when he puts his foot on the gas with his hands, I think he's got a speed advantage. Other than that, I don't see it, man.
Yeah,
Just don't.
his wrestling's okay, but Martinez's stuff takedowns. He's got a great get up game. Both guys have good cardio, but I like the volume and the pace of Martinez. I think it's a little bit. I think it's just going to be a little bit more, and I don't think Franklin is all that powerful. So I love that Martinez can just wear his opponents down and get late finishes. So
Yeah, the fourth round finish is that's a feather in your cap at any level.
twice,
Yeah.
2 times in a row. That's really, and one of them he just absolutely decimated the guy. I mean, he just crushed him. So, yeah. So there's that one. Montez and Calderon. You like Montez a lot more than I do.
Yeah, we're head to head on this one. This is the interesting.
Yeah, it'll be
This is
fun.
the takedown live fight of the night.
Yep. We both agree that Montez's submissions are just incredible,
They're pretty
unbelievably
awesome.
fast. He almost uses them as a counter. Like he gets the guy to
Yeah.
come forward and then he gets him in
Yeah.
a choke. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't think that. I don't know. His takedown defense is not very good. Wrestling's not very good. I don't know. I just see some holes. I kind of like Calderon. So is it all about the submissions for you, Jim? You're muted.
Most certainly is all about
Okay.
the submissions.
Okay. All right.
He uses them in a fashion that it's it makes his defensive wrestling better. It makes everything about his game better.
Mm-hmm.
Like his submission upside it could change a fight from any position. He uses good front chokes, which really negate takedowns. When he decides to actually go for the submission, he doesn't four loco the guillotines. Like you're
Truth.
gonna see,
I
he
get what
will
you're
not
saying.
jump guard unless he knows his arms are in if he's
Yeah.
going for a sub. So I think he's snappy enough. That being said, if he can't get the submission offense going, it's going to be a hard night for him. But I
Mm-hmm.
think this could. My opinion is it's a specialty skill. It's that good.
Okay. All
It's
right.
it's like when Mackenzie Dern first got here and she actually submitted people. So
And then the last fight, Nurgazai and Sheswick. Man, that cardio. This is our live bet fight of the night. I
hmm
think. I think. I
I
think this
agree.
goes. I think this starts round two.
hmm
But I will have my finger right above, hovering above the mouse, the second that I see Nurgazai start to get tired, because he will get tired if he gets out of the first. It's funny. I haven't seen a guy who's won by decision like get that tired. It was just he happened to be fighting guys with worse cardio
Exactly.
than them. But in those later rounds, man, he was so tired. He got a couple positions reversed and everything. So what do you like?
This fight all comes down to Bartosh's ability to be somewhat evasive in the first round. I think if it goes to the second, he's going to be the side. I think his cardio is going to hold up. I know he's low volume, but when the other guy is exhausted, even low volume guys don't need a lot. And
Low volume
sometimes,
works.
honestly, I like when low volume guys go up against guys who can gas because they're more selective with their shots. They're just going to keep touching them and keep touching them, and you're going to get those mercy stoppages. So I don't see it as a flash knockout late. I think that he's going to wear on him and possibly get him out of there or steal 2 rounds. Now, if he doesn't move his head in the first round, he might be so damaged. That was the one knock I had on him was
Mm-hmm.
very hittable, very very hittable. Karate stance, uh, got better in his career with keeping his hands up. So if we start early and we see that he's being good defensive, we might have a really early live bet on that fight. That's
Love,
that's one we're eyeing up.
love it, love it. What's up, Matt Murray? Good to see you. Hey, Louis Mack. I did have a nice vacation. What's up, Hector? Um, I do have some stories to tell about the vacation. I am fully aware that vacation stories are on the Mount Rushmore of stories that nobody wants to hear. You've got golf trip vacation stories, fantasy football stories. I have poker stories. If I never heard a guy tell me about his hand in poker for the rest of my life, I would be ecstatic. So I'm trying to think. What's another one? What's a story nobody wants to hear about?
Story nobody wants to hear about.
Yeah, I like vacation stories, fantasy football, and poker. The immediate three. The
Yeah, they're up
immediate
there.
three that come to mind.
Stories
So
nobody wants to hear about. Oh, honeymoon.
that's vacation. I'll throw
They
that.
consider that
I'll,
vacation?
I'll
Okay.
throw that in vacation. Like fishing is in vacation. Dreams, Hector. I saw that.
Yes.
It's
That's
dreams.
a good one.
Dreams. That's hilarious.
That's a
Dreams.
really good one. I like that.
Yeah. So my stories. I think I filtered out all of the stories that. Yeah, I
I
think I
want to.
fil-
I want to hear the story about you sitting in the bar listening to the guy talk about his golf
Oh
swing.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
the story I want to hear.
yeah, so on my layover, I was sitting in the Chicago airport. Of course, I was at a bar, and the guy next to me was telling stories about his golf trip, and I was like, "Mother of God, this is awful. Do not tell a golf story." So I will not be telling golf stories.
That's so good. So good.
Since Chris asked, "How'd you play?" For my skill level, that's the best I've ever played. I outkicked my coverage.
Really?
These Dude,
I'm
yes, these
proud of you.
courses were fucking hard. There was a 205-yard par 3. That is a PGA Tour level par. I had to play a 550-yard par 5. Like, so I played great. I finished 7th out of 11 guys, and I could not be happier. Here, let me. In fact, let
What
me
was it? The
pull up
day
some.
I did? Was it the second day or the third day? You were sitting third, right?
First day, I was sitting in third, and everyone couldn't
Nice.
believe it. Me, number one. So it was beautiful, but the courses were just ungodly hard. Ungodly hard. So, I was gonna pull up something here real quick before we get started,
That's great.
just to show you. Block. I was gonna show you guys something. So yeah, it was. It was just golf I've never seen before. Golf courses I've never thought about playing at. So it
It
was
looked pretty wild. The couple videos that you did from there, and it looked
it
pretty.
was beautiful. It
It
really was.
when
It
you were
was
on
just
Wager Talk today, we're looking behind you, and I'm like, that villa looks like it's fake. There's not a leaf on the ground. There's
it
not
was
a
it was pretty
wrapper. There's
it
not
was
a
pretty
animal.
it
Like,
was pretty killer. Yeah. So um okay. Here, I'm gonna do a quick thing to show you how hard it was, and then I'm done talking about golf. All right.
oh, I'm gonna pull it out of you.
Okay. All right. This is how tough the competition was. So the guy who won the tournament. So we played Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The guy who won on Thursday had to leave to fly back to Ireland to play in the Ireland National Mixed Foursomes in the semifinals on Friday. They win, and then he wins the Nationals on Saturday. This is him. That's the guy that fucking won our league. He's there. And to top it all off, where's this? Where's his shot? Here. Paul O'Connor hit his approach to 3 inches at the 17th hole. He almost had a hole in one. It was a par 3 and he hit it 3 inches. So that's who I'm going up against.
Jeez, man.
So, yeah. So it was fun. All right. Okay, that's it. No more golf stories. I will tell you. Definitely tell you guys some stories about some goofy stuff I saw. But it would have nothing to do with vacation. I promise. It would be things that I would already tell you guys stories about.
Besides the golf, Portugal as a whole.
So
Because
the area,
my wife's family's from Spain. She's dying to go to Spain. So if we go to Spain, we're not just going to Spain. We're
Yeah.
going to go places. So I'm curious about Portugal.
So the area I was in was, I'll just be honest, fairly touristy. A lot of rich Europeans, all
Okay.
Irish and
That's
English.
most
I can't say
vacation,
I
yeah.
saw Portugal.
Okay.
I can just say that I saw the area that I was in, and I saw the big ass marina, with all those places. So I cannot give you a really good, honest thing about, I traveled around Portugal. We were just stuck in there. But it was all Irish and all English guys. Corbin, I'm sorry if you're watching. I could fucking do without the English guys. Oh my God. Talk about the snobbiest, most pompous, annoying.
Oh,
I mean,
Corbin's a gem, but
Corbin is
overall-
not like
Corbin's a gem.
these guys. But dude, these golfing ridiculous English guys, most of them showed up to the golf course wearing uniforms. Except it's not the Ryder Cup. It's just dudes that woke up that decided to all wear the same shirts. Some of them flew team flags behind their golf cart. I'm sorry, if you're playing at the same course as me, nah, you shouldn't be wearing
Yeah, take it
uniforms.
down a notch,
If you're
yeah.
teeing off behind me, you're not at the President's Cup. And why do they have to yell at each other when they're conversing in public? They're so loud. Hey, Nigel! Hey, Nigel! Nigel! Hey, Nigel! Like, you are sitting across the table from him. He hears you. They're just, yeah, next level. Yeah, like I said, I could do without those guys. So
The week I had to spend in London, I did want to. That was one of the things I look forward to so much coming home was like, I just don't want to see an English person. I don't. They're fucking rude as shit. Go on the subway in England and tell me they're not all. You think New York is rude? You think people get stabbed in New York, but it happens in London too. But getting it on and off of the subway, you'd think they would fucking hit your Achilles like Tanya Harding, like to get in the subway before you. It's brutal.
it's just I couldn't wrap my head around it because all my Irish friends are kind of chill, kind of march to the beat of their own, like just completely different, absolutely completely different. So, but that was my first time being around a bunch of rich. I was around a bunch of rich Irish fucks and a bunch of English fucks, and I'll take the Irish 10 times out of 10. So, Let's
All right, we got our
see.
pump up videos here. Look at these bums he's knocking out.
I know the guy's not holding their hands up. I love these mats with the canvas that doesn't really fit the octagon. I love cages
So
like
you know
that.
what's so fucked up is the UFC canvas when it gets wet, it actually gets stickier. So like
Oh yeah,
a true canvas, like when it gets wet, it swells and
yeah.
it's made to absorb that. Those garbage bag mats, you
The
ever have a wet
garbage
garbage? That's what
bag.
they feel like. It's an absolute fucking joke that they make these guys fight on these things.
That's great.
It's like putting a pool cover out there and fighting on it. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
Oh man. So we were all hungover on the first day. Like we all got there on Sunday. We all fucking drank way too much on Sunday, and then all of our tea times were at 7:45 every morning. It was awful, but it did get pretty hot in the afternoon, and that is the way to go. Early tea time, so you have the rest of the day. It's definitely the kind of the way to go with that one. Um, So, yeah, I mean, not too many drunk stories. I will tell you the accommodations were all like the villa where you saw me doing the video was awesome, except there weren't the sleeping arrangements were absolutely horrendous.
Mhm.
I had to share a bed with my buddy. We had the only room with air conditioning with an air conditioning in it. So you were either in a room sharing with somebody with no AC, or me and
Oh
my buddy
God.
sharing a bed. The mattresses, my desk has more give than these mattresses. I mean, we were sleeping 3-4 hours if we're lucky that night. So I know we all got back and tired. I was like, man, paying a lot of money to go sleep in a bed with my best fucking friend. like like last two
I
nights I was down on a couch in the living room. It was
uh-huh.
that
Yeah.
was the only bad part. So I didn't get a
Yeah.
chance to try any really good Portuguese food because we were just kind
Really?
of no, no.
Oh man.
So
No escargot was in your menu?
where we were was just very touristy, and
Mhm.
honestly, it's get up, go play golf, come back, and just grab whatever food and just
Mhm.
drink like profusely. So that was kind of the mode. So
Well worth it
um,
though.
yeah, yeah. I got a couple stories that I'll tell about some random things when we get a break here, or maybe I can say I actually I'll save them for this Saturday
Mm,
because it's a pay per view, so we'll have some breaks.
yeah.
So
Well, while you were gone was interesting. Hey,
oh
props to all
yeah,
you guys. Props to all you guys in the Discord for holding it down. So,
yeah. I was able to
I,
check on the Discord. Seems like everyone's doing great.
you remember I was getting sick before you left. I've been sick
Yeah.
ever since. Ever since. Still not better.
Jesus.
And it's
Jesus.
not COVID. I ended up breaking down and like taking COVID tests, and just everybody in northern Jersey. It must be allergies, but people are
Yeah.
like missing weeks of work.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you're like body aches and just nasty. So that was nuts. Uh, Tara's been working doubles, so it was a godsend to not have to do videos. I missed all you crazy animals, but to be able to just be Mr. Dad for a week was a big help.
Yeah.
But yeah, MMA was interesting, man.
I was
It's
able to
been
watch.
interesting.
I didn't watch any 1 second of Contender Series, but I was able to watch the UFC card. We were able to have that on because it was over in Europe. So, um,
Contender was dope. Uh, UFC was, I don't know, what'd you think of the card? I know you didn't like sit there and watch every second of it, but
no, it was okay. It was okay. Uh, very much could have been the potential for an absolute bloodbath,
mhm.
as some people found out. Like you could have really, really lost your ass. So, I kind of look at that. If you walked away and lost less than 5 units, you might say that was a little bit of a moral victory.
The
You're
Brito
always gonna have
scorecard.
yeah, you're always gonna have losing cards, but you just gotta you gotta avoid the
Yeah,
15 to 20 unit card. That's all.
that Brito fight, man, Man,
I
that
yes,
was one of the worst robberies I've ever seen. Ever seen.
I see. I didn't
Has to
watch
be.
the whole thing. Really?
Scorecard wise, yeah. Somebody had it 30. Didn't they have it 30-27 Gomies?
Oh, I might have to go back and watch that one.
Oh, it's not even close to 30-27. Like that bell sounded, and I thought that was so obviously a unanimous decision for Brito. It was crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you got time, go back and watch it. I'd be interested what you thought, but it was such a blatant robbery, in my opinion.
Um.
All
All
right,
right.
so here's our
So
boy here. You got to survive to the second.
survive, buddy.
What else? Yeah, there's like Saint Denis, Brian Battle. Oh dear God, like
Yeah, that was amazing. That was
that was a moment.
when he was like the butcher ain't losing a fist fight to a French dude. I thought that was a really big moment for Brian
Mhm.
Battle. We saw some personality.
Yeah.
That striking was really really good. That was a diabolical game plan. It
Mhm.
really was. Win the clinch and just strike. But Jesus, Brian Battle, tuck your chin or block a
I
punch.
know, I
For,
know.
for God's sake.
There's going to be a time for Brian Battle. We just got to sniff it out. But
Yes, there is.
there's definitely going to be a time. I was on a I was on an actual phone call with Corbin while that fight was going on.
Mm.
And we're watching the walkouts, and he's like, "Oh, I love Battle. This looks great. This looks great." And then the first round happens, and Battle starts getting touched up. And we're like in the middle of a conversation, and he's like, "Battle's getting fucked up. Battle's getting." I'm like, it's the game plan, Corbin. Don't worry. He's gonna stick with it."
Yeah, yeah.
And then the second started. It was like, "Oh no, Juice, Juicette, you're in trouble."
That's so funny.
You know, it was a sneaky good fight. The women's fight. Uh, the French girl.
Oh, Cavalcanti and the
No, yeah.
Cornell. I didn't
Yes,
watch. Yeah, I didn't watch
that
that
was
one.
that was a sneaky good fight.
Okay.
Yeah, Cornell got dropped a couple times, fought through it. And the best was at the end. She thought she won the fight, and they're like, "No,
I
it's
did see.
30,
I did
27,
see a
honey."
replay of that. Don't, don't.
She was stunned, stunned. And then there's the one guy, Luca. When they announced the fights, it's Ion and it was the other
Yeah.
dude. They both think they fucking won because they
I
can't
did. I
understand
saw
English.
that.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
great. That was funny as shit. I will. If we had a live stream, I will say we would have made a lot of money that fight because there were some obvious live bets
Yeah.
to make. Yeah. Was it to Ivasa? God. It. I don't. It's worse because Gomes won though. Like the 30-20,
Yeah.
Ivasa. Like Gomes actually won this fight and had no business. Oh, this is DC's boy, I guess, huh?
Oh wow. So Jacoby's in a tough spot
I didn't
because
listen.
Dana doesn't want to see wrestling on Contender Series, but DC's like, no, you're gonna wrestle this guy.
I mean, he does. He's right. All right. Do you still not have live lines on Fight to Go the Distance that didn't come your way yet? Those at UFC were
No.
killer this weekend. They were,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like the Kutalaba fight. Like, they're all banged up and beat up at the start of the second. And you snipe a really nice line on Fight Goes the Distance right after they were getting
Yeah.
crap kicked out of each other. All right, don't you stop this early, Mark Smith.
All right, here we go.
Oh, hands down. Yeesh. Oh boy. Don't jump guillotine.
Now, see, I'm not. I actually think there's less chance of a finish on the ground because I don't. He doesn't go for submissions like Smith. He
True.
like he's looking for. Oh, of course, there he goes for the fucking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were in trouble.
It's all right. That's good defense.
It's just got to be serviceable for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. Jesus! How was that not back of the head?
Yeah, it did look like. It's our buddy Mark, man. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah, but Savoy's getting teed off on. He's cut on the back of the head. He's literally cut on the back of the head. Just look at that.
You're right.
You got to be kidding me.
That's plumb in the back of his head. Mark.
He's doing it again.
Mark.
I mean, we don't want the DQ though.
Yeah, but I also don't want a guy to get hit in the back of the head 12 fucking times, you know? Oof, 3 minutes left. All right. I have never seen someone cut on the back of their head, though. That's pretty obvious. There you go. Grab him.
Grab him and hold him here. Get him in that guard.
Halfway there.
What time are you at, Jim?
Oh, 2:17.
Just a couple seconds ahead of you.
Okay. Come on, Sawai. You've been here before.
Grind it out.
Get your guard back. Wrestlers love half guard. You got to get your guard back. Nope.
Did a 4 loco there.
Mm-hmm. Come here. Say hi, everybody. Okay.
Oh, no. He just put a massive, massive cut on Sval right above the eye. Damn it. Come on, Sval.
I thought it was on his nose. No?
No, it's right above his eye.
Fight through it, buddy. There you go. Out the back door. You're okay. Kill some time here. Nope. Oh, this is going to be so hard to make it. Come on. 28 seconds. Come on. Let go. That's mine. There we go. I get a little tired here, Smith. What's going on here? All right. Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, they're going to take a
Oh
hard
no.
look at him.
Oh no. He
I think
is.
it's a knee. When he did that awkward takedown, he's got a little
Yeah.
limp to him. You look sleepy, buddy. Yeah, this back of the head elbow is pretty
Dude,
bad
that was brutal.
right here. Ooh,
Oh man.
that screams an ACL.
Yep.
He's even grabbing at it. Yep.
Oh man, he is limping bad.
Yeah, that knee's in trouble. Well, let's see if Smith goes for the knockout here, or does he go to more takedown? Because if he goes to the takedown, that knee's not really gonna. It's gonna suck, but oh,
Savoy's a dog, man. I'll give him that.
he's not facing much resistance. He's mean, but oh, Savoy. I'm sorry. I think.
Yeah. No, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Savoy, man.
Yeah.
He's showing you some heart. Look at Smith backing
Smith's
up.
breathing, man.
Smith's breathing and back. You are so right, man.
This is the moment where it's like, fuck, this guy's still there.
He is still there. He's absolutely still there.
Kicking with the bad leg too. He don't give a shit. Right. There's no way he's going to be able to build a base.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough. This
I
is
don't
going to
think
be a
this is
tough
getting
ask.
out of here. Oh, I can't wait to fade this Smith guy. Oh, God, give him a contract. Give him a contract against a cardio monster. I'll love it. I'll take that live line at the end of round one. 10 times
Yeah,
out of
right.
10. Come on. Come on. 20 seconds. You getting wild? Time for bed, huh? Let's go. Give me the 1.5.
Oh, we talked about it.
Yes.
Free video. Let's go. Let's go over 1.5.
I bet it, bro. Mm-hmm. At 1.5? Yeah. Say it before and we'll say it again. Cardio. 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 If Smith isn't tired.
Wait, what? Wow. Mark Smith stops it there? What? I mean,
Mark Smith. You got to love him.
here's what I will say. Savoy wasn't getting up. His knee's really badly. He was badly damaged, but I mean, Did Mark have money on him? It's like letting back of that. It's
Hey,
cut on the back of his head.
Mark had the over 1.5, and after the elbow, he's like, "Oh shit,
He
I
had the
better."
over 1.5, under 2.5.
That was an odd stoppage. Yeah, right. And he's back, and we get a win. I love it.
Boom.
I'm gonna take him upstairs real quick. Right back.
Hey, listen. When you're taking totals, they're always going to be greasy. But all right, so um, let's pull up the screen here. Week 8. So I have over under 4.5 contracts is the line set here. I'm setting the line at over under 4.5 at minus 130 plus 110. You guys want the over? Think they're giving out 5 or more contracts tonight? Clean sweep? I think Jacoby Smith is pretty sure getting one. Jacoby Smith. Under. Yeah, I think I would lean the under too. There's going to be one guy who's just not going to show up, or he's going to like win by wrestling or something, or I don't know. There's we're due for a one bad fight on this card. It's kind of my notes. Jamal, I lean ever so slightly. Sheshwick, we're gonna wait and try and live bet that one because Nurgazai gasses. So we're gonna hope Nurgazai does well in the first round, starts to fall apart, and then we jump in and take a live bet, at hopefully a plus money. So we're gonna roll the dice that we get a good line on that one. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Jamal. We're just to the point now where it's really we're just we're that's a lot of the guys on Contender Series. Most of these guys are not don't have great records coming into it. So it used to be like you had some pretty good prospects that had notable records, but now 5 fights every season, you end up with these guys with there's just a ton of them.
Okay.
Um,
Here's our boy Torres.
I wrote.
Mm.
I wrote. Good wrestling, good ground and pound, no submission attempts. Cardio on the feet might be questionable. Striking not that great against a good opponent. Anything else?
Uh, good ground and pound. He, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can say he gets wild at times, even on the ground. He didn't really
Okay.
settle in one position, and against an opponent that's not gonna uh
Okay.
have grappling offense, that's not gonna get him in trouble. But you know, there's a couple spots he could have settled in and did work. Instead, he's moving from position. And look,
Okay.
those strikes to the back of the head that's a legit problem. Like
That's pretty bad.
that's
That's pretty bad.
Juliana Pena's only highlight is choking out Amanda Nunes.
Just awful.
How much do you think they had to pay Kevin Holland to fight Roman Dolidze?
What a weird fight.
It makes no sense. That's what I mean. It's just it's odd.
It
Makes no
really
sense,
is.
right?
It Finny. This guy.
Let's see if they scrounged up any highlights on Rami. Shit.
Oh, just for reference here. Was there a BMF winner last week that was really impressive? It didn't sound like there was
Uh,
anybody that's going to press Kavanaugh.
our boy that knocked out Heap or Teague
Oh,
Vallejos,
Kevin.
Kevin Vallejos, right?
Yeah.
He looked fantastic,
Did he? Good for him.
fantastic. Am I missing something, guys? Was there? I don't think there was like a knockout that was like life changing. I'm not making that main event knockout of that bum Schoenfelder, the BMF. That's not happening.
The what?
The the Russian guy that knocked out Schoenfelder in the main event,
Oh,
the guy who fought. I'm not making him the BMF. I'm making an executive decision. No,
I haven't seen anybody that so far better than Kavanaugh in week one.
the impressive thing with Vargas or Vallejos was that the guy that he finished
Yeah.
like stakes his claim on being like one of these 3 round I'm gonna break you before you break me.
Mm,
And he went to the body, he went to the head, he mixed it up great. Um, the power on his shots was like they were pretty gross sounding. The body
yeah.
shots, they were pretty wicked. And he took him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like took him out in front of his mother. Oh,
So if you yeah.
that was the live bet. They showed his mom in the crowd. And we're like, all of us in the chat, we're like, oh God, definitely bet the other guy.
If you're on Twitter, go vote on the poll that I put up earlier today. If you haven't voted, um, The poll is to all the UFC handicappers out there, curious. When handicapping Juliana Pena, how much weight do you put into her submitting Amanda Nunes? Your choices are a ton, or B, none. Fixed fight. Fixed fight is currently winning, by the way. So
What's Torres saying?
he's he's just kind of yammering on about this is finally going to be the night.
Fucking better be.
Oh, Jake, we have two of our favorite theories in the Tisha Pennington Carlos Barza fight. We have a fight that's a fade the baby theory and a fade the retirement theory. So, Esparza hasn't fought in 2 years. She's retiring after this fight. She had her first baby a year ago. I mean, it just
And
sets
look,
up beautifully.
if Esparza walks out and her top doesn't fit
Oh my
because of her
God!
pregnancy,
If her
get your
hair's
bankrolls
messed up,
ready.
if her
It's gonna
hair's
be
in her face, yeah,
how
yeah,
much money
we
do we
like
have in our accounts?
we like Pennington.
It's wild because it's a fade the baby fighting a fade the baby.
Well, we already got the fade the baby out of Tisha Pennington, which
Yeah.
we bet Baby Shark over Pennington and in Pennington's first fight to have the baby, and that was a sweat. Win by split decision, but it still counts and it still cashes.
True. Okay, Gianni.
All right.
Did he give? I didn't catch it before. Did he give his spiel?
At the beginning,
Yeah, I didn't catch it. Did you?
let me go back and see. Okay, he's got under 1.5 rounds for Finney and Arami, over 2.5 for Martinez and Franklin, and over 1.5 in the main event.
Okay.
Imagine the Finney fan if he gets a contract. Yeah, we got a few of them to go back and look at. Come on, Finney, cash the show best bet, buddy. I think it's highly possible, Chris, that happened.
What?
That Arami
No,
lost
he did.
a lot of weight.
He
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
The tape that you could find, you came across a few that were like, he had this big old flabby belly on him.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the craziest one is Brian Battle.
It's wild. Wild. Fucking
Makes
wild.
no sense.
Just him from the Ultimate Fighter to now is wild. Then you go look at his fights before the Ultimate Fighter, and
Here,
you're
let me
like,
let me let me pull
what
up a
in the
let me
world?
pull up a still frame of what. It's just fucking crazy. All right, here we go.
Come on, Torres, don't fiddle fuck around here. Drop this kickboxer on his head. Yeah, that's easy.
Dude, that was about as easy as a takedown gets, even for Finney.
Now, this is what we don't want to see him do: is sit in this half guard and hump
Right?
ankles, step over and get to mount, or take the back. There you
There you
go.
go. Oh, we may
That's all right.
regret not taking the, the inside the distance. Damn it! What time are you at?
Easy. Let's hope this is Torres Finney we're talking about here. 4:17. He just keeps losing position. It's a real problem. And get
Oh,
some
but
lotion.
this guy is terrible on the ground. This guy's awful. I mean, he just
So's
gave
Finney.
him. Oh, this
Yeah.
is over.
Yep.
He just gave him the
Let's
arm
do it.
triangle. That's it.
You can
Yeah,
stop at
that's
any
it.
time, ref. Finney, if you don't finish, step over, you dumbass.
Finney.
Oh my God. There it is. No? Finney, no. Does he not know how to step over?
He might be.
Oh God, this is
He's
bad.
gonna gas himself and he'd blow out his arms.
Keep your lives open, folks. I will bail out of this bet in a heartbeat if Finney's gassed. I can't believe he didn't finish that. Mm-hmm.
Finney's kind of resetting here.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta get off mount, buddy.
He doesn't know how to. Does he really not know how to?
Don't punch the cage, Finney. Punch the guy. Come on, big fella. I mean, step over. Thank you, Jesus.
All right. Well, now he's in. Oh,
Stop. He's going for it again. Elbows, brother. Elbows. I don't think he's gassed yet, Nick.
no, he's not gassed. It's bad form. This is gonna be so funny if he like wins a decision again. It's gonna be wild.
Split decision.
All right, now come on, Torres. There you
Flatten
go.
him out. Now just punch, bud.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, the submissions aren't your thing, homie. This is your thing. There we go. Come on. Come on. You can
Dude,
stop it,
he's
ref.
done. There you go.
Thank you, ref.
Do you realize Finney was even money on inside the distance, Jim? Damn. That's all right. What am I complaining about? We just cast
We
our
just
show.
cashed our bet.
What am I? Just
Okay.
stop complaining. Everything I preach against.
Always a hindsight hater you are.
I just hindsight hated myself. I'm still jet lagged.
Yeah. It took Finney 4 fucking rounds to remember that all he's got to do is get on somebody's chest and punch the shit
pound
out
him.
of him.
And
That's
pound him
only
through the
thing
mat.
That's what we saw in his first fight. He got on top of the guy
Oh,
and
man.
beat the shit out of him. Just
All
stop
right.
with the submissions. I mean, do we really need to even do a
Yeah.
breakdown on Finney? It's brutal. I'll take it. Oh, are we that far behind you, buddy?
Lost on the ground. Well, so
Oh, good
Chris,
from on top. Technically, not good.
yeah, so Chris, when we talk, it's like a 10-second delay
Mhm,
before it hits YouTube. That's just
mhm.
how the software works. So if it's your first time joining us, it's it's just kind of how it works on the streams.
Lost on the ground. Cardio still a question. We already know how bad his striking is. Um, he's pretty much going to be at a height disadvantage every fight
Well,
because
that's true.
I don't even think he's the height that they list him at.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think Dana's speech is going to be? Is he going to get real like crass with it and just be like Torres Finney? It's about fucking time. Come on up.
It
You're in the
seriously
UFC.
might. He seriously might be. It might be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go. So we. All right. All right. I feel like.
What?
All right. Oh, people pointing out that we're behind them. Yes. So the streams are different in different regions.
True.
They're even different in different states. So Jim and I try and sync up, but then when we talk, there's like a 7 to 10 second delay from StreamYard to YouTube. So we're always going to be behind. When you guys hear us on YouTube, it's always going to be a little bit behind. So that's why we try and only do live. That's why we're careful with the live bets. We want to make sure we put them in when you guys have a chance to do it. So, and Chris, it's different from event to event.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes that's the fun part. That's my
Every
favorite.
time. What time you at? 4:50. You're 30 seconds ahead of me. Next week it's like flipped. We'll be back.
Solid wrestling, bad striking,
Cardio.
cardio suspect. Can't wait to fade.
Poor position. Yeah, stays in one spot while grappling. Not
Ooh,
really one
stays in
to not
awful
really one to like
positioning.
yeah,
Awful
yeah.
positioning.
Like how do you know as in an arm triangle if it's not working from mount to step over? I have 6-year-olds that know this. I have 6-year-old. I have a lady who's a nurse at a hospital that knows this, and he doesn't.
Uh, Garth, that's really funny. Garth, I've done that shit before.
I did it live with Andy, like the second show I was on. I'm like, what's he watching?
Yeah,
So important.
I've done that
Fights
with
in
live.
round two.
I've done that with live sporting events, like where I accidentally hit pause for like 30 seconds sometime, and you're like, why is it showing they just scored? They're still in commercial. Like,
Zero IQ. Zero ground IQ. I like how blunt
just,
that is.
I mean,
It's bad.
I mean that's two contracts. I set the over under at 4.5, minus 130 on the over.
Wow.
Jamal's solid on the under. He likes the under.
Okay.
I think that's two, but those were kind of expected. Those were your two gimmies.
Yeah. Torres. I would be temper your excitement right now just a little bit.
He's got to stop that. He's got to stop the if you smell what Torres is cooking.
What's bad?
You can't do the rock thing. That'd be like if Jacoby Smith, after he won, smashed two Budweisers together and
And not for nothing either. How's that not copyright as well? Don't put it beyond
Well, I mean, you can
WWE.
say it. You can't do anything for saying it.
There's a lot of things you can't say. You can't do "Let's get ready to rumble." Buffer uh, patented
Oh,
that.
those
Hmm.
guys are animals with the copyright stuff.
Yep.
Animals, like legendary.
Hmm.
All right. So the next fight is the next fight the one that you and I go head to head on?
I think that's what they have next. No.
No, it's Martinez and Franklin.
Okay. You think this is going to be a fight where Martinez is going to have to come back from the first? You expect Franklin to have a good first round?
Wow, he said 27 favorites and 9 underdogs. It feels like a lot more underdogs. Feels like
It's
though
been,
it
it's been
was
the
a
big ones.
big ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it is.
By the way, hearing Gianni talk about what a BJJ purple belt is probably the funniest thing I'm going to hear all week. That's fucking humorous. Love it, but
He's a
you gotta
BJJ
go with what
purple
you're
belt.
announcing. But those are the times I'd love to be in person, like cross interviewing someone, and be like, "Elaborate, please. Explain to me
Why
how
that's
that's an
key in your
advantage."
how is that an advantage? So
Okay,
Jamal, Jim and I are a little bit head to head on that fight.
that one, yeah.
Jim likes Montez. I like Calderon. Neither of us confident enough to actually bet it with our own money. So take that for what it is.
I think it's going to be a hard fight to bet live because if you're
Yeah,
yeah, if it's not Calderon, it's going to be if it's Montez, you're not going to have time to get on it. It's going to come out of nowhere.
yeah.
But betting on Calderon live is going to be there because if Montez can't get the grappling going, we could see his cardio take over. That's how I would play it. Ooh, a karate guy. I'm in. Oh, this guy's a legacy.
Looks like it.
Oh boy.
Liking it more and more.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's a different animal growing up in a family. It was like we saw with Gilbert's son 2 weeks ago. Like, you may not even be the greatest, but you have somebody teaching you how to train. Like, you have somebody who's
Mm-hmm.
been a world champion at something in your house. Like, you're gonna fall right into the right paths. They're not gonna let you fuck up.
What was the highlight golf stroke? Golf stroke of the trip? Um,
Andy's? What was Andy's? What was your best shot? What was the shot that you
hmm.
hit and you were like, I fucking hit that?
I hit it. I hit a 60-foot birdie on the first day, a 60-foot putt for birdie. It was one of the harder holes. I hit a pretty terrible drive, but it stayed in the fairway. Um, I got a pretty. Yeah, it wasn't pretty lucky, but I
Oh,
my approach was just right. Yeah.
are we fading this fucking haircut? Just go into the handicap.
I can't get there because he always he's done this before. It's not solid, but
But has it ever been a smiley face?
boy, it's pretty bad. God, it's bad.
It's a fucking smiley face with the tongue sticking out.
Yeah. What's Martinez? Sprinkle on Martinez. I've loved Martinez all week. I know Gianni's against, but
Who cares? Gianni was against in the last fight too.
all right. Yeah, okay. You're right.
Ah,
It's a sprinkle on Martinez.
I, I'm not trying to drum up bets, but no pun intended. This thing's staring me right in the face, literally.
It's pretty bad. I mean, you're right. It's rough. All right, we
it's
have a
it's
fade the hair.
unprofessional.
Yeah, all right, we have a fade the haircut theory official. Let's take Martinez on the money line.
Don't go crazy, folks. But man, that's bad.
Dude,
Anyway, you're six.
he looks ready.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get his shirt off, but other than that, he looks fucking intense and ready to go. Yeah, so my second shot, I hit it up and it hit one of the side banks and rolled onto the green, and then I hit a 60, and that fucker broke probably 12 feet. Like it was a miracle putt, but that was it. Most drinks, I couldn't even fucking tell you. I mean, the amount of bottles of wine that me and 10 Irish guys went through was ungodly.
He was smart
Oh,
drinking wine.
over under. I was here with the over under bottles of wine we drank with contracts given out this season. That would be a.
You guys got to remember, he was there for a week.
I was there for a week, and it was relentless. I was like, I'm not having beers when we're out on the course. I'm concentrating on playing golf. Lasted one round, and then they're just giving you. So,
Not surprised.
and that doesn't even count the drinks we had when we went out, and we went through two magnums at dinner once.
Jesus.
By the way, very very inexpensive. Once you get there. So, all right, here we
Overall
go.
or just liquor wise, you mean?
Just overall.
Oh. All right, come on, Martinez.
Oh my God, what a leg kick! Good Lord. What time are you at?
445.
Ooh, I gotta pause. I refreshed and ended up ahead of you.
And I refreshed and ended up behind you as
Nice.
well, which just makes no sense. So I think I was creeping ahead before. Another good one.
Dude, great leg kicks to start off the first minute.
He needs to start circling the other way. There you go.
Good call.
I want to circle into the power hand, not against the guy who's going to blitz at you.
Oh, jeez, man.
Another good one.
Yeah, they're landing flush.
They're nice. They're not going to be as strong as a traditional Muay Thai kick, though. They're very much a karate style kick. It's got a little snap to it. It'll do damage. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
good evasiveness. I like that he's changing directions here.
Yeah, good guard. Like, those shots aren't getting through. Oh, great counter.
Nice. He's got to set him up now. Good job. Nice. Nice. Good movement by this guy. Well, Chris, your 9-year-old is better than DC on the mic. I think UFC should call him.
Oh, good stuff. That wasn't even close.
Mm-hmm. So we got to see if Franklin makes the adjustment now. So Martinez is doing a good job circling away from his power. If Franklin has half a brain, and this could tell us where this fight is going to go, he's going to start throwing with the left side of his body.
That was
Send
not.
him the other way.
That was not a nut shot.
It's
Me?
more like a push across the cup.
Yeah. Certainly not.
Kick him again.
Oh, nice counter.
See, you tried it. Beautiful. Watch that right hand. That's really all he's got to watch out for.
Mm-hmm. Look how intense Martinez's face is. I hope he's not too amped up. I mean, his counters are on point, man. But don't get too excited here. Don't get too excited.
He can take something off of these here. You don't need to be throwing that hard right now. Get off that fence. Come on. There you go. Keep your movement. Corner's doing a great job. You hear the corner?
No.
Oh, right on it. Circle, circle, circle.
Another leg kick. I love these leg kicks, man. That is going to do, it's going to pay dividends.
Oh!
Calm down. Calm down. I will say he probably won that round. In that
he
last
won
minute
that round
with his energy and just movement and stuff. Chris, I get what you're saying. His corner's gonna tell him to calm down.
Yeah.
Martinez has a lot of cardio. Martinez has a ton of cardio. 2 straight round 4 knockouts where he just wore his opponent down and
See, this is what I hate about some coaches. Close the distance. You got to close the distance. Well, how the fuck do I do that? How about you tell
yeah,
me how to do it?
yeah, he's Martinez does a great job of like just setting up the fight. Like first round does enough damage, lands some things, and then like kind of builds on that. It's pretty good to watch if you've watched some of his previous fights.
Mhm.
Like his round 4 knockouts were no accident. Like he did a good
No,
job of
no.
setting them up and
Set that leg kick up, sir. Love that blitzing.
hmm
This is very karate based.
You
You're
just
seeing a
saw
lot of
that
elements, man.
back.
Yeah. This is the evolution of karate and MMA. Like you got Stephen Thompson
hmm
with his hands down at his side, MVP with his hands down at his side, more taekwondo. This is integrating karate. Even Machida kept his hands low, but he's got a really good boxing stance and he's great in moving in and out.
Good moment.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Don't stand in front of him like that. No, no.
Oh,
Yep. Get on your horse, buddy. Got a circle. I am shocked that these leg kicks have not affected Franklin.
I mean, there's lumps. You can see it's lumps. So
That was a good one.
oh,
Nice one. Nice one. All right, fight this off here. Rounds up for grabs.
yep. Good D. Franklin's slowing down
I think so.
just a
Yeah.
touch.
Yep.
It certainly slowed down this round. I mean, he ate another big leg kick.
Yeah, that might start to add up now.
Yeah, not getting that takedown.
The pressure has definitely dwindled. Franklin has no answer for the overhand right
Mm-hmm.
at all. He's putting it
Oh,
right
good
over his
one.
shoulder.
Martinez might be able to squeak out this round, just
Hmm.
finishing strong and
I think so, man.
oh,
He
those
just,
leg kicks, man. I hope the judges are noticing.
I don't think you can.
Woo! God, this is starting to get to the point where my leg's starting to hurt a little bit. Oh, did you see that
He can't.
that last
Yeah.
that last punch by Franklin? He
Yep.
can't put weight on that thing.
Hmm. This
Oh,
fight, this fight right
oh,
now is super basic. Franklin is going to overextend on everything. Martinez has one job: don't get hit with that right hand that he
yep.
just got hit with. That's like his one job.
I think Martinez ended up winning that round. I thought it
Hmm.
was bleak because he ate some big shots early, but Franklin's leg is destroyed. He ended the
Who,
round really, really strong.
you got to ask
I
yourself whose body language was better that whole fight, that whole round.
absolutely 100%,
Landslide,
a
right?
100%.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Landslide for
Franklin
me.
Franklin's dying on that stool. He's like, fuck.
He's chasing this guy around for 10 minutes, just taking leg kick after leg kick. It's
I'd
I
be
could see
tired
it
too.
being. I'd be
I'd be tired
aggravated.
too. Yeah, yeah.
You're
I was exhausted after 4 rounds of golf in a golf cart.
like, man, it's hot out here. Oh,
It was hilarious. All the Irish guys being like,
oh,
God,
I bet.
oh, it's so hot. I was like, it's perfect. What do you mean it's hot? I was like, oh, your skin is roasting.
Yeah.
Pale skin's is roasting.
It's the most sun you guys have seen all year.
It's a great point with the body language. I mean, at the end of that round, Martinez was the one. Oh,
That is a fucked up leg now.
it's funny going through the different shapes. It's like, oh, he's got a little thimble for a brew. And then it's like, oh, he's got a golf ball. It's like, oh, he's got an egg. Like, oh, he's got a baseball.
We're on our way to softball. We're getting close.
Softball. Yeah.
Love it.
Oh,
Nice feint. That was beautiful.
what time you at, Jim?
4:13.
Okay.
Are you getting ahead of me as this goes? Wow.
I was like 1.5 seconds. I don't even know why I paused. There's no reason for me to adjust. We were doing just fine.
It's the excitement.
Yeah.
It's like getting away from the ground game.
Yeah, right? Oh.
What's the leg kick stats? It's got to
I'm
be.
I've never seen anything like this on Contender Series. You see him with like Jonathan Martinez or
Mhm.
Chris
But
Gutierrez, but
but even them, like the guys usually fall down before they get to 60 fucking leg strikes.
yeah,
Like
it's true.
this is. Oh no,
Oh, he
he's got a
just got
cut.
cut.
Come on, Martinez, put a stamp on this. You're bleeding now. You're gonna have to finish strong.
Yeah, we got softball status on that leg now. Franklin's exhausted. Oh, what the hell?
Was it low?
It didn't look like it. It looked like he's just tired.
Yeah, might be taking advantage there. Oh, nice
Oh,
shot. Beautiful.
I like this guy. Come on, Martinez, finish strong, buddy. Don't
Don't
get
tell me that
KO'd and this thing's yours.
don't tell me that a point fighting background can't be adapted and successful in the UFC. This is what it looks like.
Raise your hand if you would like to know what Franklin's leg feels like tomorrow morning. 30 leg kicks. Good Lord.
He's gonna feel it in his hip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 30?
But they all have counted.
Oh,
Like they
yeah.
haven't been like glancing, like just barely nicked the knee or some.
Ooh, axe kick.
Oh, that was fun. I'm not a big fan of this. Just I know you're trying to get a contract here, but I
And that's why.
like that right there.
Mm-hmm. 20 seconds. Come on. Nice shot. That hurt him.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be Martinez, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't get the finish, but I gotta tell you,
That's you see Dana?
yeah. Okay, that's gotta be a contract, right?
That's a
Martinez
contract.
look fucking fantastic. He was my favorite play on this on this on this card, even before the haircut.
Yeah, you felt strong about him.
I
The
put my
haircut
money where
seals
my
it.
mouth. But the haircut may have gotten us an extra unit, and that's why the live shows are just so damn valuable.
I wouldn't fade the smiley face too bad if it wouldn't have a tongue sticking out of it. That's a little too much effort.
Made
It's
the
too much
effort to
effort.
put a tongue.
Yeah, it's like a little too concerned about it. Like, think about it, right? It makes sense. Like, all right, smiley face. We've seen smiley faces. Sam Alvey had a smiley face shaved in the back of his head once.
That's a great point.
So he probably got knocked out. Wow, look at his eye from that one uppercut he landed at the end there. Oof.
Yes.
It's good to be back, buddy. Bankroll's happy. Great call, my man.
Well, that's a big that closed out a parlay leg. And the other leg is Kayla Harrison. so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
It's Kayla
right.
Harrison to fight a middle of the
Kelvin
road.
Vieira, who in her last fight got reversed in the third round on the ground by Pani Kianzad. So, all right, David Martinez. What's our notes here, Jim?
What was that? Someone's getting yelled at upstairs. Martinez, you want to go with the good or the bad first?
Let's go with the good. I have great cardio and great leg kicks.
Fantastic movement. Sticks to a game plan. That was so obviously a game plan fight.
Yep. Okay.
Everything they did worked.
Okay.
Yeah, good movement. Blitzing in and out style.
You're welcome, big time. Thanks, buddy. Glad you catch that one.
Yeah, man.
Uh, uh, what'd you say?
You can say
What'd you
in and
call?
out style, in and out striking.
Okay.
Reason I say that is because could struggle with high pressure fighters. Karate base always leaves you susceptible to that. Uh, we don't know anything about his ground game. He did stuff 2 takedowns, but it was after the guy's leg was beat to shit.
I feel confident in saying I like his takedown defense. I watched him
Okay.
stuff takedowns in previous fights,
Okay.
and the other thing is I haven't even seen it really be that close. Like when he stuffs it, it's not like, oh, can he hold on? Ah! It's
Yeah.
like guy shoots in and he just under. So
Okay.
I am
Okay.
gonna put down. I am gonna put down solid takedown defense.
Okay.
I feel confident.
Now here's where I worry. On exit, so his hands are great coming in. On exit, his
Yeah,
hands are low.
yeah. Look at those leg
That's the
kicks where
see
he's
it.
just standing there with
Hands
his.
are yes. So hands low on exit is a big problem. So
I think we definitely set the bar high for this guy.
we should. I mean, for a
Yeah,
performance like
he's
that, I
good.
mean, look, I could also
He's
talk all day about the style because it's the style I
yeah,
practice.
yeah,
So my standard's going to be a little bit higher. Fucking great cardio. I mean,
yeah.
really good cardio. We love guys with cardio.
It's so great.
Exactly, Chris.
It's so great when you bet on a guy and you're like, we know he's got round three. He's
Mhm,
going to have the better
mhm.
cardio in round three. He's going to win round three.
It's the Sam Hughes theory. May
Yes.
get beat the first round, but round three is
Yep.
gonna be hers. So let's see what happens in round two. Yeah, I like him a lot, man. Like him a lot.
He may start off in UFC and have success right off the bat. I can't imagine there's too many guys in that division way down the list in rankings that he's going to fight that he's not going to be better than.
He very well could be a decision machine too.
Oh,
Like
abs
in a
a
three
hundred
rounder.
percent,
Yeah.
100%.
That style eats away seconds
Yeah,
as well. Man, he was like a half inch away from landing that spinning heel kick like flush. It was glancing. That was pretty. That was very pretty. You know how I hate spinning techniques, but that was actually really nice. Dude's going ham on his video package workout.
yeah. I don't know if that's good or bad. Is he intense or is he just a front runner and can easily
Yep.
beat up things that aren't moving? You know what I mean?
Yeah, know exactly what you mean. Know exactly what you mean. Who landed an axe kick knockout, Chris? Michelle Waterson landed a bunch of axe. I
Hmm.
don't think she ever knocked anybody out, but she used to throw the axe kick. If you really want to watch a highlight reel of axe kick knockouts, you're going to go on YouTube and you're going to pull up Andy Hoog. Okay? Andy Hoog from K1 back in the 70s and 80s. Multiple, like double digit axe kick
Really?
knockouts. Oh, bro.
That's
You don't
great.
you don't know Andy Hoog? Check
No, I
out.
don't. I don't remember the name.
He was a Dutch kickboxer. He ended up getting leukemia and he
Oh
died really
Jesus.
young, but he was a multiple time K1 world champion. He was a not Shotokan. Fuck, what was it? Shoot, I forget what style it was. He was a multiple time full contact fighter, and the guy was wicked, absolutely wicked. He would throw spinning heel kicks to your thigh, like a leg kick. So imagine a spinning back kick, but the heel hitting you right in the fucking thigh. Like, just cut my leg off right there. I don't even want it to get fixed. Yes, Chris. The best karate movie of all time. Best of the best. Absolutely awesome. It has everything you want from an 80s karate action movie. It's the best.
I'm gonna grab some iced tea. Be right back.
Go for it. Yeah, where they dug up Eric Roberts to be a martial artist was something, huh? Hmm. Ken, we're gonna have a little. I'm gonna wait for Andy to come back, and we're gonna talk about sack props. We're gonna talk about the new strategy with sack props going forward this weekend and this season, actually. Chris, what was the line on Hutchinson? What was his over under? How'd you bet it? Because I know every site's different. Oh, so you had over a half. Okay. that line came out and it was over 1.25, meaning that he had to get 2 sacks. I'm glad that you did not bet it at that because that is absolutely fucking insane. The fact that they put it at 2 sacks. And I wanted to take the under. It was minus money to get 2 sacks. And I'm like, I got to take the under. And I let it go. And I regret letting it go, but I'm more happy that I didn't play it. We're going to talk about what to do with sack props. The market is still there, but it's changed. After this fight, we'll go over it.
What are we going over?
I'm going to tell you, because I haven't even had a chance to talk to you about it yet, the new strategy with sack props for the rest of the season.
Oh, okay.
I went back and I crunched some numbers, and we're going to do things very differently for the rest of the year.
Okay.
We were talking, I was just saying the fact that Hutchinson was lined to get 2 sacks in the Seattle game. How it was lunacy.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This will be fun.
Yep.
This should be a great fight. I hope it gets to the ground because I think there'll be some wild exchanges. Or
Oof. Oh, big mistake. He's not
slip.
going to jump on him? Okay.
I actually think that was smart by
For
by
Montez?
Montez. Yeah. Don't get overzealous. Don't get over anxious. This guy's coming out guns a blazing.
This is what you were saying.
There's that vaunted takedown defense. Oh, he'll get back up, but he'll just keep taking him down.
Oh, he's going for that front choke.
There it is.
It's in. Oh, he let it go. Wow. You didn't get out of it. You straight up let it go. I guess he knew he didn't have it.
This is a weird position. What does Calderon have an arm isolated there or something? Oh,
yeah, he's not really.
Love
doing
these
anything that's
submissions.
gonna be smart.
Montez is wild, man. Those submission attempts.
I'll tell you this: we got to keep a big eye on cardio here. Calderon's down to plus 100.
You can't live bet these two guys because Montez can throw up a submission out of nowhere.
I don't know if he's getting it after round 1 though against this guy.
We've done
think
great
so?
tonight. We've done great tonight. I'm very, very happy with where we're at.
This is wild on the ground. They're like,
Yeah, there's scrambles in the. Oh, his arm is caught.
yep, he's out.
Good, he got out of it, but. Good scramble.
This is his world now.
I don't think he has it. Calderon's got to get. That's in there.
The arm is out though. Oh, now it's getting tighter. Oh, he's squeezing.
It's not in there.
I think he's got space, man. He's got plenty of space.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're on my. Oh,
It's not gonna happen.
Montez didn't have it. This is a great fight. Great fight. We thought this might be a super fun fight.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. I mean, how much energy are these guys going to have left? That was wild, like scrambles. Both of them seem to be a little bit tired.
I got a sneaking suspicion here. The cleaner striking of Montez could come into play. Calderon got hit with a lot there on the feet, and they're just starting to get tired.
Yeah, they're tired. The end of this round, you would think it's the end of round 3. Like, where they're just staying.
I think Calderon's gonna gas himself.
What do you mean, gonna? I
Oh, he's
mean,
still throwing volume. Like this
no,
could
I
be
know,
a death gas.
I know, but like both of them, just that's so much energy in the first round.
Listen to
Ca-
that breathing in his corner, man.
Calderon's problem is he did all that energy and he probably lost the first round. So he's got to win the next two or get a finish.
It's gonna depend on how they view his submission attempt because he was in there for a while.
But on the feet, I don't.
Oh, you're 100% right on the feet. Like I think he lost it on the feet, but you don't know with these fucking judges when somebody gets in a
Well,
submission for
yeah,
that
you know
long.
what? That's a great point. How do the judges
Like,
view the
yeah,
ground game? Who knows?
like it was a locked in submission for a solid what 30, 40 seconds. That's a lot of time. If the ref's checking on him to see if he's awake, I think they score it. Smart going to the body. Mm, you don't need to be doing that, buddy.
Just so fucking stupid. Just so stupid.
Montez is way fresher.
Yeah, I think Calderon's in deep shit here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's got finishing power right now.
Oh, most certainly not. Every time he hits Montez, it doesn't
Oh,
really
he's just
phase him.
starting to. He's starting to. He's almost falling over.
Yeah. Let him throw. Just keep your guard up and let him keep throwing on you. He's going to tire himself right out. Hey, you know what? Short notice. You got to do what you got to do. You
Yeah.
go after it, but I don't think it's going to bode pretty well for him. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could take Montez by finish
I
right
know,
now.
right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's Dunzo.
Oh, that's going to be trouble. Moves it to the Darce again.
That's gotta. That's gotta be it.
I don't know, dude. He doesn't have it. He keeps trying to roll.
That's it. There it
Tap.
is.
I gotta say, fuck. I did not think that he would be able to withstand that much of a pace. I'm actually kind of impressed with that.
What happens when he? Well, let's talk it out. Do we think he
Yeah.
gets a contract? That's probably a contract.
I,
It was a
I wouldn't
wild.
be.
It was a wild fight. Got the finish.
Yeah,
Wild
it's
moments.
definitely a contract.
Dana White's gonna be like, "You got a guy."
I can put this guy on a fight night card right now. Yes, you can, Dana. So he gets a contract.
All right. So that's what's his first name? Alberto.
Yeah.
Right. Alberto
And that was borderline illegal name, but
Alberto Montez. Amazing submissions. What else we saying about Montez? Let's start the good.
start with the good. Very dynamic submission grappler.
Yep.
Straight punches, nothing really looping. Tight guard. I like that he
Oh,
kept
that's
a
a
nice
good
tight
one.
guard.
Yeah. Good straight punches. Good guard.
Willing to go to the body. He had a good body attack as well with those kicks.
Go to the
Taekwondo background, so the kicks make sense.
Okay. His takedown defense is still pretty bad.
Oh, it's trash.
When,
It's trash. It's trash, buddy. Yeah, that's bad. Willing to accept the takedown. Put it that way. Willing to accept the takedown. I don't really want to say that he's willing to engage in a war. As crazy as that fight was, he stayed really composed.
mm-hmm.
Like his defense stayed tight. His punches didn't get wild. He stayed composed in that chaos. Cardio was better than I thought it would be. That takedown defense is going to be a big problem. That's going to be his big problem. No, it's pretty wild that he didn't blow his arms out.
That's just part of the submission game. He's probably trained to it's just not going to
Exactly.
happen. So
Really?
wow. All right, last fight.
This is the live bet.
Live is ready. We're doing quite well tonight, so don't need to force anything.
No, we have our read on this fight, and that's exactly how we're going to play it. So, all right. New strategy with sack props here.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So I went back and looked at all of last year.
Okay.
There was a certain game that turned it all around. That really made it the great year that it was. And that was the
Okay.
game on Thanksgiving between the Commanders and the Giants, where there was like 12 sacks, right? The second half of the year went great. Looking back, the first half was more of what's been happening this year,
Okay.
where it's just the chalk is only the chalk is hitting, and the numbers, like, you know, they're putting out numbers like Hutchinson to get over a sack and a half.
Yeah.
Like, it's madness, and it's overreaction. And the offensive lines, I don't think, are beat up enough. We don't
They're getting
have.
there. Boy, they're
They're
sure
getting
getting
there.
there.
They're getting there. We don't have teams that are mentally fatigued. We don't have
Yeah.
those teams last year like the Giants who are just like, all right, we're on our third quarterback. Our line's destroyed. Like, YOLO, let's throw it 40 times a game. You know. Um, so I think from now on, I'm going to treat the sack props for clients and everything that, I'm betting as well is that I'm going to look for one play a week from now till then, and I have to love it. I have to absolutely love it. Other than that, no, I'm not playing more than one play a week till after Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
watch these injuries. I'm going
Yeah.
to treat it kind of like college football, where it's just one play, give me one good number, and go from there. Like, here's my big regret for the weekend. Why the hell didn't I take Chris Jones
Mm-hmm.
against
Yeah.
a hobbled Herbert with two tackles out? Instead, there was two other plays that I thought were better number wise. Sometimes you just got to look for the obvious play with them and just say, okay, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of my preseason reads aren't looking fantastic yet. So I need to kind of reset for a couple weeks. So don't
Okay.
expect a lot, guys. Don't expect a
Love it.
lot.
Smart.
And once I get a better handle on the season, we'll go from there. It's a long
Okay.
season. So that's where we're heading. But yeah, these offensive lines they're getting there.
Yeah.
Across the
Yeah.
league, they're getting there. How about freaking Detroit losing their best offensive lineman center and looking like they didn't skip a beat?
Yeah, that was pretty
Phew.
amazing.
I was furious. I had the only play that I played was Montgomery over his rushing, and he has 41 yards at halftime. Number was in the 63. I got it at. He has literally 2 carries for 1 yard in the second half. 42 at halftime. It's crazy. We're live betting this, Nick. We're live betting this. We're watching the first round. Yeah, see, like that's my point, Chris. Is yes, Hutchinson's the best, but he's gonna get all the attention, like all of it, and he still almost got there. But it's just proof that you can't. You really have to look at the number when you're betting props, and have your juice tolerance set. And yeah, you'll never see me take a -200 sack prop straight up. No
Yeah.
way. That's never happening. What do you make of the Colts, man? Like defensively, it's been strange. Like that secondary is so bad, and like George Pickens was obvious, but it's like week to week they can only stop one thing, and they're just kind of switching it out.
I don't know what to make of my Colts. I don't know. Okay, I'm almost done with the Anthony Richardson.
Experience. Hey, you got
It's just
Flacco
it's
now. Enjoy
durability,
it.
man.
Hmm.
It's just the durability.
Yep.
I I don't know what to. I don't know. I I don't. I feel like we're stuck in no man's land. We have been for a while, where we're just middle of the road, and
Hmm.
his upside so good, but he just has too much of a downside.
Thoughts on the Vikings versus Jets in London? I don't even want to fucking talk about the Jets.
uh,
Absolutely most pathetic game I've watched in forever.
I mean, Matt, all the receivers are going to be are going to be better with Flacco. They just
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
They just are.
yeah. I love when Flacco comes in because he must just walk in the huddle and just be like, "All right, guys, fuck it on three. Ready? One, two, three. Fuck it. Everybody run." Just
Seriously.
go like if you had to look up like YOLO in the dictionary, it's a picture of Flacco since he's been a backup. Every
Yeah,
time he
right?
comes in, he's like, "We're going deep." All right. Oh, I did, Chris. I watched it all. I got my Will Levis interception, and then he got benched. It's great.
Did you see that? Did you see that video of the guy at the Dolphins game with Mason Rudolph?
No.
It's wild. It's wild. He's sitting there and he's like, he's with his girlfriend. I don't know if it was staged or not or whatever, but he's like, fucking sitting here. I'm losing my bet. Mason Rudolph DM'd my girlfriend a while back, and his girlfriend just showing him the phone. Like he's like, and now I'm watching Mason Rudolph lose my bet. It's the worst day ever. Oh man.
All favorites gonna win tonight. Jim and Andy. I don't know, buddy.
This one is the.
Hmm.
I
And
don't like this favorite in this one. I don't like the
these
favorite in this
these
one.
fucking main events and contender series all season have been wild. They've been wild. Every main event that you thought was going to end instantly this season has gone the distance. We've had some big
Yeah.
favorites lose. Chris, I'll never understand it. Like they bring a backup in. You have Tyreek Hill, you have Jalen Waddle, you have all these fucking weapons, and you're afraid to throw the ball. Like I don't really care that you're a backup.
Just
Like
air it out, man.
they like it was such a
Air it out.
scared game plan, and like don't tell me that Tyler Huntley is not better than Skylar Thompson. He's better than Skylar Thompson.
Yeah.
But you were okay fucking trying to throw at him. But Huntley, oh no. And not only that, you got to air it out. He's gonna throw a pick. He's gonna have some incompletions, but you gotta like let him get some live reps. Like let
Yeah.
him throw, come out throwing. Maybe he'll get hot.
My wife thinks my bags were stolen.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that was
So you put them on the flight when you left Portugal,
Portugal. Yeah.
and did you have to collect them in your interchanging flight, or was it?
No, because they were like, yeah, we'll ship them right to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So,
So they weren't even traveling with you.
no.
Really?
No. So, the golf clubs would clearly suck. I've had them for a while. They're
Mhm.
nice. I would have them for a lot. I would have them for longer, but a couple $100. And I had all my essentials with me. Like honestly, in the suitcase is just clothes.
Mhm.
So easily replaceable. So Indy to Philly, Philly to Dublin, Dublin to Portugal, then on the way back, Portugal to Dublin, Dublin to O'Hare, then O'Hare to Indy.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, Portugal to Dublin, 12-hour overnight stay in the Dublin airport. That was awesome. Awesome. Fucking 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, one bar stays open all night long. So there's just a bunch of people in there like me just trying to drink as much so we can sleep on the fucking benches around the area. It was pretty funny. Chris, I don't know why I didn't do an air tag. I really truly fucking don't. So stupid. So stupid.
You're gonna laugh at me, but and my wife laughs at me too. But every time we travel, I always bring. I adopted this. I forget which sportcaster talked about this. You bring clothes that you're not fond of.
Mm,
This way, if they lose your luggage or you just don't want to pack it up and you need room for other shit, you just fucking leave them there.
yeah.
Like I will bring socks with holes in them. Like take them off. I'm like, all right, that's done. Leave that in the hotel room. Shirt's got a stain on it. It's coming with me. You bring like one nice set of clothes that you need to go out. That's it. So we got Oleg Zaitchuk in his corner.
It's just all about this man's cardio.
I'm hoping he gets some cage control. Looks good for the first 2.5 minutes. Both these guys rocking the long, slow moving trunks.
Right?
Here comes this fast paced fight here.
Bartow was clearly sucking in when he took that photo.
Your
Here we
chest is a little
go.
puffed up there, buddy. Something bothering his eye already.
Yeah, what is he doing? It's just a tick?
It might be.
It must just be a tick, because.
He was doing it coming out of the corner, so unless they put Vaseline in his eye.
Oops.
That's not a tick.
Yeah, it is. He keeps doing this. It's the same thing over and over. Oh, Jesus, Mark. God.
Mark doesn't even know that he's been doing it since he came out of the corner. He thinks he got poked.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Watch your time.
He's like, I didn't fucking
Like,
do
it's
anything.
your time. I poke.
Way to book the slowest pace fight for the end of the night there, Dana.
No, he doesn't know any of the fighters.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, that's right. Bartosz looks really stiff. Kicks to the body are adding up a little bit.
Plus 190 on Sheswick.
I know. I'm looking
The
at it.
problem is though he hasn't made Nurgazai work.
No,
You know what I mean? Like Nurgazai's probably not tired.
no. We're gonna have to see this second here.
No, there's no reason to force anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We gotta wait to see the second. Fuck, over 1.5, Nick, to go the distance. I'm not even worried about the 1.5. These two guys, this is what we're gonna get.
So we were right about we were right about the two fights that we talked about to start round two.
Yeah, we were pretty on tonight, man.
Yeah,
We're pretty on tonight. We had strong opinions and listened to them. Those are the nights that make you feel good.
yep.
It's not when you're like hemming and hawing. It's when you see something and you're like, yeah, we're betting that guy.
This fight may be the one that cashes the under 4.5 contract because this is not exciting. Like, even if somebody gets a knockout here, this is going to be tough to justify. It's just two guys standing there, toe to toe, like we thought.
Hmm. I knew it was going to be low volume. I thought we'd see a little more pressure
Yeah, this is no
from
volume.
Dyer.
His fight is on mute, no volume. Just
God, everybody that had this fight not to go the distance. Oof.
was this a popular play? You think?
Well, it started off. It started off that way, numbers wise. And you know what people do with the main events. Oh, they're the main event. Oh, they're big guys. They're light heavyweights. They bet in generalities.
That was a nice body kick.
Yeah, no shit, man. We would have been good either way on our best bet.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a good sign. Nope.
He said, "Nope."
Oh,
Something
he's
big may
flinching
be getting
bad.
ready to happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
there it
there
is.
it was.
Oh, I'll put this guy on my fade list. He's front of the line.
That was a nice head kick, man. That was a nice one.
He was biting on everything. He was fainting and doing this. Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, the Finney fight did not go over. Did it? Did the Finney fight didn't go over?
First round?
Yeah, I think he finished him in the first round, didn't he? Am I? Let me see here.
I don't remember.
Yeah, ground and pound round one.
Okay.
Yeah, Smith's Savoy goes over barely. Finney goes under. Martinez goes the distance. 238 in round two in the Montez Calderon fight. And then that one goes over 1.5. So
There it is, man.
wow, he even put his hand up. It just
Yeah.
side of the head. Oh, he put his hand up and they leaned his head down right into it.
All right. Well, that makes four. Four contracts, man.
Do you think he's gonna get one?
Yeah. Light heavyweight knockout? Yes.
Well, that's 5 then.
Yeah.
If you like it.
I think he's got to get a contract.
All right.
Knockout in light heavyweight division. He needs big guys.
So that was Dr. Nurgajai. Low volume.
Is there a phrase we can do which is worse than low volume?
Yeah, low volume. Strong strikes. avoids the avoids. I mean, the guy's undefeated. Was that 10-0? So he doesn't
Yeah.
absorb damage.
No, he did a good job not absorbing damage. He's
I don't
not
know
your
what else.
he's not your typical Kazakh.
Oh, that's
Like
true.
he's not the Kazakhstan wrestler by any means. He said he's a stand-up guy. Cardio's in question big time if the opponent can make him work.
All right.
Not impressive.
What's that?
Not impressive.
All right. BMF. Who's the BMF tonight?
Ooh,
You got
tough one.
Jacoby Smith, Torres Finney, David Martinez, and Alberto. I mean, you could make a case for all
Ooh,
of them.
yeah. Chat, this is gonna be a tough one for you guys.
Who's the BMF tonight? It's not Nurgajai. I'm gonna
No,
rule him out. It's
we can cross him off.
um. Does Torres Finney finally get his
Isn't the
BMF
BMF the guy he
on
fought
his
fucking
third try?
sucked? That
On his
first
third
takedown was
try.
one of the easiest takedowns I've ever seen. The guy he fought sucked.
Can you give it to Martinez who didn't even get the finish?
Listen, I will tell
This is
you right
tough.
now,
This is hard.
my vote is Martinez, whether he didn't get the finish or not. If you ask me which one of all these fighters looked the best, it's Martinez.
Man.
I mean, first fight, Smith looked good, but he also elbowed a guy directly in the back of the head.
He also almost murdered a guy with an illegal. He also should have
Split.
been disqualified.
Yeah, the
How
guy's
is
bleeding
he
from his
not
spinal
disqualified?
cord.
The
Yeah,
Mark
he
Smith
can't-
disqualified Jacob Malkoon for on the back of
Yes.
the head of
Yes. What the fuck was that?
God.
Yeah, I think it's Martinez, man. It's
All right, David Martinez.
You guys agree in the chat? Yeah. Mhm. Guy by decision wins when we have what 4-3 finishes. Oh wow. Yeah, Martinez definitely the most impressive. And he had a decent opponent. Franklin
That's a
came
great
forward and
point.
stuck with it. Like he had a
It's a
good
great
opponent.
point.
Yeah.
That's probably the strongest point. Is he had a
That was a
good
well-booked
opponent.
fight. Yeah, well-booked fight. Chris, if I hit you with the back of the head with a baseball bat, you're not gonna fight too well either. That was like the first ground exchange of the fight. He got elbowed twice in the back of the head. He's bleeding from his spinal
I'd
cord.
look bad too.
Yeah.
If a guy repeatedly elbowed me in the back of the head I've never seen a gash across the back of the head
Listen,
with no,
he's getting-
not even a point taken, nothing. Just
That's
God.
wild. He's getting stitched up at the hospital right now, and he's cross-eyed from that shot. Just permanently. That's brutal.
Oh man.
Yeah, how do you not at least take a point? Like, look, dude, normally I warned you, but the guy's bleeding from his skull from your illegal elbow. You're lucky the fight's continuing. Oh, Kazakhstan flag plays well with the gloves. It's a good look right there. Yep. Yeah, it was an even fight because they're both closing their eyes. Yep.
Because they were both closing their eyes.
Every time I would blink, I would see that his eyes are closed. It's actually a good parlay by Gianni. Check that out.
That's a really good one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He didn't do too well betting on the fights, but
No,
parlay looked good.
I saw that he was closing his eyes. That's great.
All right, here comes Dana. Chris, because the guy sucked. He was so fucking bad. Like, it didn't take rocket science to see how bad he was. That's why he bet it.
Okay. Here we go.
Easy, DC. What can he do? I don't think he can fight into the third round. That's one thing I don't
Dana's
think he
got
can
no
do.
voice.
Blackjack. Yeah, you better throw him another softball, Dana. Mm-hmm. It's good analysis by Dana.
It really was. That's probably his best analysis of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah, right.
It seriously is.
He was paying attention to that fight.
Okay.
Gonna make money on him.
Here we go. Last one. Five contracts over 4.5 cashes.
Yeah, Dana's rolling now. He's getting his fighters in.
pretty good crop of fighters he just added to the UFC tonight.
Fun.
That's a solid group of guys. Like Smith is going to be good right off the bat. Finney, yeah. Martinez is. Montez with the submissions is going to be good.
I mean, they got some pretty shit heavyweights. Light heavyweights. They can
Oh
throw it.
yeah,
What's his name too? And they will.
that's great, Chris. Punched in the face for 15 minutes. Dana can't get them a couch. I don't think you'd want to sit in a couch. Like I think you want to be propped up. Like sitting down on the couch, you got to stand up. Use that energy.
It's like owning a Corvette. Fun to drive, but good luck getting in and out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one, Nathan. That was a
It
good,
may be
good
the
round of
best
fights,
one
man.
overall, top to bottom.
I thought last week was a lot of fun. It's been getting better. Definitely been getting better throughout the year. Chris, they're gonna give him a chump, an absolute chump. That's all you can do with him is give him somebody who has zero takedown defense. That's it. And you got to find guys that are under 6 foot because if they're above 6 foot, he's fine.
That's true. Yeah, you got to find a guy with no takedown defense and bad cardio.
And Dana's got a good amount of them. He's been
And we-
stockpiling. He's been signing all these guys off Contender. He's been
Yeah.
just stocking up.
Well, hold on. What weight division is
What?
Finney? What is he?
Isn't he
Middleweight?
welter?
He's what?
Welter or middleweight, right?
186.
That's middleweight.
Okay. Oh. If they were in the same weight class, like Finney versus Nurgache, would have been fun.
God. So Torres Finney had to go 3-0 on Contender Series to get a contract. 3-0. Dude, low key, Finney's been one of our better fighters to bet on. Is that crazy or what? Lost money. Show you watching, buddy.
What the we hit everything.
Have you been listening the
I
whole
didn't
time,
play-
or did you just
we didn't
show up
lose
and talk some
anything.
shit and leave? Did you just talk
Yeah.
shit and leave?
Wow. We didn't lose one thing tonight.
No.
You beat boys.
There's
sound like you
sarcasm
lost
in
a
that
lot of
voice.
money.
There better be.
You would know if you came on, you would know right away if we lost money. I'd have a
And
I'd
he'd
be
be slumped in his
slamming
chair. And
things.
we'd be off the stream by now, actually, if we lost money.
There's been a
Yeah. This was a good night. This was much needed.
That's
What a great
funny.
way to start the week. That was a good one. Hey, show you gotta be careful. We'll Andy will pull your
oh yeah, I've banned people for less. No, I'm just kidding.
No, who was our guy that we analyzed his fucking prom picture?
Oh yeah,
last week?
yeah.
That was fun. That was fun.
No problem, big ship.
Listen, all of you made money tonight. Protect those units. Go extremely light on Thursday football. Everyone's getting murdered in football. Go light.
Yeah, we're moving down to like one play a week in NFL. It's too chaotic of a season. It's been a sore spot. So,
Protect your units. Get Saturday,
mm-hmm.
right? UFC pack up. Or tomorrow.
We don't have any. You and I didn't decide on the official plays yet.
All right, so UFC plays will be out.
They'll be up tomorrow. They'll be up tomorrow. Also, don't forget this week's of UFC event is in Salt Lake City.
Yes.
We all remember what happened the last time we had a MMA event in Salt Lake City.
Protect
It was the
your
legendary.
units.
It was the legendary PFL. PFL debacle.
It was a debacle. And I'll take my minute to gloat, though, as well. That was a debacle. We still came out super profitable in PFL. We still have one card to go, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We have one more PFL card to go.
Yeah.
And we're going to close out a killer season, even with Salt Lake. Was it the day after those fights? You're like, oh, great. The UFC has a card playing in Salt Lake.
It was. Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Absolutely.
All right. Nice, buddy. Good luck on the Padres.
No, Chris, I didn't see hardly any of the President's Cup. I really, really wanted to check out and just unplug from gambling and work and all kinds of stuff. So I tried to stay as far away as possible.
Andy was playing his own President's Cup. He's not going to watch President's Cup.
Yeah, I had all the English guys pretending like they were at the President's Cup. Fucking losers. Unbelievable. They just look like such dorks. Fucking waking up and going to play golf wearing uniforms. So ridiculous.
If you want to play good, you got to look good, man.
False. Well, I mean, you look good just wearing your own clothes.
Exactly.
Different from your friend.
U.S. to win, Ohio State money line, and Pereira. So you're sitting on a decent Pereira ticket there, Chris. That's a good spot to be.
Use it with in prayer. Yeah, I should have just used it as a parlay piece. So.
I always forget they're in Vegas for Contender Series. Like, these guys are going to go out and get so fucked up after.
Для этого и деремся здесь в основном, чтобы поднимать наш флаг, чтобы весь мир увидел и узнал, кто такие казахи на самом деле.
Ready to rock, buddy?
All right, going to bed. Have a good night, everyone.
Later, guys.
UFC prediction video will be up, and then we'll be live for UFC 307. Hit the like and subscribe. Join the Discord if you haven't. It's Winning in the Shadows Discord. Good night. We'll see everyone later.
See ya.